Okay, so today we're going to be setting up notifications. All right, this can be for your website form, it can be from your paid ads, it can be for even when you get a text from a lead. All right, this is basically going to be setting up notifications on GoHighLevel via webhooks onto either Slack, Discord, whatever. Do I know what I'm talking about? The answer is yes, and you can watch this video just to prove that, because we're going to go through it today and you're going to be able to set it up. All right, so the first step is obviously inside of GoHighLevel Workflows, our bestest friend in the whole world. For some reason, it's just filled this in as some template things. I made a brand new sub account. No clue what that is. Anyway, delete, delete, delete. So to start off with, let's assume your trigger is going to be something like Facebook lead form. All right. Let's say you're running ads for either yourself or your client. Page any, select your page, select your form. From then, what we're going to do straight away is it's going to be a webhook. All right. You can fire some form of SMS into it as well. So obviously you want to kind of have in the latter end of this automation. Hi, I literally saw you fill out our lead form, whatever. And from here, we're going to use the webhook step. From this, it looks a little bit confusing. We're going to go with post. All right. Basically, what is webhook? It's essentially a carrier pigeon. All right. That basically you put in your little message and then you fly it away and then it delivers it somewhere else. So you're basically communicating via a link to another software. This is just how they speak. So I'm going to use for this Make. You can also use Zapier. Make's pretty much the same thing, but cheaper, all right, when you're using it at scale. So for example, if we're to create a new scenario in Make, literally just search up make.com, make an account, whatever. I do not even know if it has a referral program. If it does, I'm missing out on making some money. So that's finally loaded. Find an area that's like create new scenario. All right. What we're going to do is to start off the automations in Make, you kind of need like an initial sort of trigger, and then anything else is just general sort of automation things. And to start off with, they're going to be using webhooks. All right. So click webhook, click custom webhook, triggers when a webhook receives data. That's awesome. That's exactly what we want. What we're going to be doing is making a new webhook. So we're going to add a webhook. All right. I'm going to call this one test notification webhook. What an amazing name here. All right. Save. We've just made a webhook. Well done. Pat yourself on the back. All that good stuff. I'm going to copy this address, which is just copying the link. I'm going to go back to GoHighLevel and then paste it into here. Okay. So I'm going to save here. And then from here, we're just going to click save. It's currently like listening just to see for data. You can test these webhooks straight away. We're just going to test it at the end, all right? Because it kind of needs to see what information it's going to receive before you can kind of do the outputs of it, all right? So from now, what we can do is add another module. For me, I use Discord, okay, for my agency, for B2C, B2B, all that good stuff. For you might use Slack, something like that. Regardless, add a module. You can use Discord. You can literally use anything, all right? But basically, you need to sync up your account with Make. So I've already done this for Discord. You just sign in, two-factor authentication, whatever. From here, I'm just going to click send message because I want Discord to send me a message once this happens. Because you can't always rely on GoHighLevel for all of these things. Sometimes they don't come to your phone and everything. And it's just if you're on your desktop, you want them straight away. And this is kind of the benefit. Discord, all right. I'm going to pick a channel. So I have a bunch of different channels set up for my business. I'm going to go in with, let's say, English leads. Amazing. From here, I have my own message. I'm going to copy and paste into here, and you can draw some inspiration. So here we go. Paste. New lead at here. There'll be a Slack equivalent. It's just so it tags everyone in the channel. All right. We've got an emoji here for some awesome imagery of speed to lead. And then our business name, full name, monthly recurring revenue situation, whatever you want to be testing yourself. Just for simplicity, I'm going to have business name and full name for now. And also have a link. So this is absolutely awesome. I've set up my own domain for Renaissance. That's my business name, whatever. I'm just going to use the normal GoHighLevel link. But where it has this slash here, if you put the custom kind of field of location ID and the custom field of contact ID, whenever you click this link, it goes straight, basically opens a window in your Chrome, rather, straight to that lead, which is super, super convenient rather than you have to go to GoHighLevel, searching for the lead, etc. So we're going to be doing this. Perfect. Save. We're done. All right, there are a few more steps, but that's pretty much it. So what we're going to do here is, with this information, we're going to test this webhook to start. All right. So I'm going to publish this workflow, click save. I'm not going to name it because this is just a demo account I'm never going to use. Back, we're going to go to contacts. From here, click add contact. Name, Mr. Test. We don't need any more. I'm going to fill in the business name now. So once we made this contact here, we're going to go to find business name, which I'm just going to put test as well. Click save. Perfect. So we've now got these fields in. The way to test this webhook, all right, which is what you need to do, and this is why these fields here, all right, they're blank. These should be like blocked out red the same color as the webhook. The reason why they're blank is I've copied and pasted them in. It hasn't been pushed through data yet, and you'll see what it looks like. So what we're going to do is we're going to press redetermine data structure, all right? We're then going to go back to here, and because that workflow was just published, we're basically going to add this contact to that workflow just to trigger the webhook. So now I'm going to go to automation. I'm going to add, and then I'm going to add to the only workflow I have, add now. That adds it, that triggers the webhook. Now this should be super happy. Yep, successfully determined. Awesome. So now what we're going to do is when we go here, we're going to have a long list, which should appear here, but obviously it's just taking some time to fucking sync. It should appear here. Yep, they're blocked out red. All right. And we can use all of this data. We could use country, date created, as much as you want. All of this data will appear. We even have access to custom data. So the way you'd set that up is to actually go back into your automation. And from here, the key use of this is to basically troubleshoot for like what is the current time and kind of whatever custom fields you have set up yourself in GoHighLevel. You can add on custom data. So let's just call this right now. And then in the value, we can basically go to fields. We can go to right now. It could be anything, right? It can be literally whatever. You can play around with it. Right now, then we're going to do day, month, year because I'm not American and that's such a weird format to have your date. It's fucking month, day, year. Click save. Perfect. So now it's going to have another field. And if we update this, what we need to do is to redetermine the data structure of the webhook. Because now we can't see the new field I've just made. So what we're going to do is click redetermine data structure, go back here. And what we're going to do is to do the exact same thing with this lead here. I'm also going to show you a little hack on how to test these webhooks when you've got other stuff in the automation as well. Just going to add them to the workflow, back again, add, perfect. And then it's going to redetermine, say successfully determined, awesome, at least it should, hopefully, fingers crossed, perfect. From here, Discord, bish bash bosh, custom data. It's going to take a second to load, but it should come through. And if it doesn't, and that's fucking embarrassing. Right now, there we go. Let's add that in the middle of fucking nowhere. So let's take that out. There we go. So now we could set up another one, which is time now. And this could be beneficial if you've got setters. You can actually see what time they first contact the lead, right? Because you have the time right now. Perfect. So there we go. So that's also how you add custom data. One little thing I will teach you about is just because with these automations, once you build them out, this isn't a good environment to basically test like the workflow, because you're going to have more stuff in this, right? You're going to have things like complex sort of SMS. People are going to get reminders. You're going to have wait steps. You're going to have all of this, assuming you know how to build GoHighLevel automations. If you don't, just send me a message, or I'll probably make a video on it at some stage. Wait, let's say we're going to wait 100 minutes till they get sent another text. And what you don't want to do is send text to a lead that doesn't exist, right? Because then it's just not going to make any sense. And you could trigger a bunch of things. You could have like a create opportunity as well. Let's say this is going to be in here. Brand new, save, perfect. The thing is, we don't want to fire the whole automation just to redetermine the data structure of the webhook. So what I do myself, I do think this is quite clever if I do say so myself, is have like an if step here. So I have this for not test, right? And then I have contact details, and I make it so that there's a tag, and the tag includes, or the tag does not include rather, test, right? Test new lead, we'll call it. Bosh. Nice. Test new lead. Awesome. And just for the sake of it, we're going to have test, and you've guessed it, we're going to have contact details, and I'm going to have tags includes There you go, test new lead, bosh, perfect. Now we have two segments here, all right? I'm also going to add a trigger, which is tag added, right? Contact tag added, test new lead, there we go. And now what we can do is put whatever we want in here. So this is the little testing branch, whatever we want to test. Copy, put that here, perfect. So now if we want to test this data structure, and I'll just do it for the sake here, I'm going to redetermine. Now we're going to go back. But now when we add that tag to that contact, it's such a nice way to sort of test the Webflow without destroying your entire sub account. So we can add a tag, test new lead, bosh, and you should see this is going to come through successfully determined. Awesome. So that should be done. And the way to save your workflow, all right, is literally just click back and then click Save Changes. You should see it ticked as well. Make sure you turn it on in the top right. That's super key. There you go. Immediately as data arrives from now, whenever this webhook fires, you will get a Discord message. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to do this once again. And then I'm going to put a screenshot of me getting a notification of exactly when I've done this. So we'll go through here. Perfect. It might give us a little animation. God knows. But anyway, I've got a notification. And 3, 2, 1. Canva editing skills. Da-da! You should have just seen an image of the Discord notification pop up. That is literally how you do it. A couple cool use case situations for this is not only for Facebook lead forms, it's not only just for website lead form, whatever. What you can do, all right, and you know what? I'll just show you. I'm so generous today. I'm so generous. I'll show you what I've just done. Is to get messages to your Discord from your GoHighLevel. All right, so whenever someone sends you a text, let's just say that we're basically going to have a brand new message. So we're going to call this message. All right, so the person sends a text. All right, and we're going to go into custom fields here, message body. Perfect. And we're not going to send all of these. Should have deleted all actions. There we go. And rather than this Facebook lead form submitted, we can have, where is it? Customer replied. And you can have like SMS, whatever. Just customer replied in general is perfect. There we go. Now every single time someone sends you a text, all right, you can get a message like this. So the way then you'd format that is to go through the steps you went through in the video, redetermine the data structure, etc. Go into here, and then you could have it, which is like new message. And then you simply just add message, and then your new custom field, you put message. So there you go. Super simple, absolutely awesome. Leak, for comment, whatever the hell. That's exactly how you set up notifications for GoHighLevel.